Hello everyone, I'm Vovan Liudi. Everyone thinks that trailers and cars complement each other, that they are inseparably linked. That's really true. But that's not entirely true. Let's put it this way. Trailers are older than they seem compared to cars. Look here. This is called the hitch of the trailer. The hitch of the trailer. With this hook, it can be securely attached either to a ball hitch, but this is a ball hitch. Here it is. On classics, they put it there. On Volgas, here it is. Or with the help of a hook, like on a UAZ. So, where does the hitch actually come from? It's like a crossbar, an agricultural beam that was between the four-horse teams, between the horses. So these are essentially carts, carriages, all sorts of wagons, kibitkas or omnibuses. Well, omnibuses were like large passenger carts, similar to buses, but of course they were horse-drawn. Basically, those were trailers. Or let's take, for example, I have another one here. Everyone gets confused. Here we have a trailer. This is a trailer with a hitch. And here, for example, on the Fords, there are semi-trailers. And how is it attached? This here is also a more agricultural animal name. Just like the hitch. Saddle. And this is what it's called right here. ZIL 130. A tractor unit. Here. And, for example, this is a kingpin for us. So this is the tooth that it hooks onto. And in general, what do we call such trucks? We have trucks. And a truck, that's something else. Where did this name come from? From the word forage. And what is forage? It's feed for domestic animals. For chickens, cows, sheep, goats, and pigs. So here, there were no cars yet, but there were trailers. Like a joke in DMB. Do you see the gopher? No. But it exists. Just like here. Exactly the same. Here we have, in this case, it's a 2-axle trailer. There are also single-axle and 3-axle ones. There are also 4-axle ones. And by the way, I just mentioned trailers. And as I already mentioned, there are also semi-trailers. They have, for example, and semi-trailers also have support axles, like on man trucks, you know, like these. The lazy axles, the wheels lower and raise, you know, when they get loaded more heavily and then they lower. Then there are dolly trailers, which are used on log trucks. They are kind of a mix between a semi-trailer and this type of trailer. Just look there, for example, this drawbar is much longer. It's longer and it doesn't attach like this. As you can see here, with the help of a kingpin, it is attached using a long drawbar, while the trailer itself is, on the contrary, very short. And also the drawbar itself is the load, like these logs, these round ones. There are basically 3 main types based on the frame design and the placement of the trailer itself. A semi-trailer and a dolly trailer. And it has a dolly trailer, and here on the truck, there are tippers, but it's not a saddle type without a saddle. It also has these round arches located here. They are called bunks. Bunks, right? And part of the log is on it, while the back part is already on. It's located on the dolly trailer. Here's, something else interesting we have. They can be, for example, tankers, and there are also dump trucks, and there are flatbed trucks, just like this flatbed one. And there are also tarp trailers, which have a tarp with fasteners, and they differ in that way. Here is a passenger trailer, and it has 1 tire here. So there's 1 on each wheel, which means they're called single tires, right? Here, as you can see, these are dual tires, right? But this is already, as you understood, for cargo vehicles, and this is a passenger trailer, right? Also, we have, well, they are basically, even though they, like with animals, you could say they are principles consolidated with trucks. Well, because they have all these superstructures that are exactly the same. These are the axles. To the structure, they also have leaf springs. Like here, like on Volgas, on Volvos.
Хоть и как бы и с животными, они, можно сказать, принципы консолидированы, и с грузовиками, ну, потому что у них вот эти надстройки, все точно такой же, вот эти оси, конструкции, у них и рессоры есть, вот, как вот здесь, вот, как на Волгах, на Вольво, вот, есть, вот, и здесь тоже на самом грузовике рессоры, вот.
Yes, and here it is. Here, and also on the truck. There are leaf springs and so on. And they even have air springs like those on the MAN KAMAZ trucks. Well, that's why there's such a wide variety. Well, for example, this one we have here, you see it's made of metal. This is our van and it helps us. It's for coffee, so we call it a food truck. Coffee Libre. Since it's coffee, we call it a food truck. A food truck in English is food and cargo, a truck. And since this is food that needs to be kept fresh, what kind of van should it be? Insulated, so it has upholstery inside. The back with polyurethane foam, the walls are made with foam. Well, like, you know, in boxes. Here are the clips for washing machines. We are waiting for you to keep all of this from getting sweaty. We have it. Since this is, as I already mentioned, a food truck, in English, food means food and truck means cargo or truck. Our van is insulated, made in Ramenskoye. This is ours. Friend, Coffee Libre. They are used at various festivals, especially for kids, then in kindergarten. Well, during breaks, the kids need to have something to munch on. Subtitle, maybe.